What's up? It's Juice Beats, back again with another race video, and this one is the Zwift Racing League Suki's Playground. This was held on December 5th, and still getting over COVID, still having heart rate problems, and we will see in this race what happens here. But this one seems like it's going to be pretty flat for the most part. So I may be able to just kind of sit in this one and kind of chill. So it may actually help me out in the long run in this race. But you can see, like, I'm really just trying to find myself in the pack here and just kind of cruise the best I can. Obviously, when you first start out in a Zwift race, everybody is basically sprinting or going really, really hard at the beginning. Especially in these type races, and being in the B group, it's a little bit different for me as well. So just trying to fit in and stick into the middle of the pack the best I can, and hopefully conserve some energy in this one. The race course is not that long. It's about 23 miles or so, and the elevation is not that much either. It's a little under 1,000, so I should, in theory, be able to be okay in this one, but we will see what happens here. So, decent start. I'm sticking in there right now. My heart rate did kind of shoot up pretty quickly, and I'm already at the 170 range, which is getting there. It's kind of high for me. Normally when I race, even starting out like this, I am nowhere near 170 yet still. I'm usually either high 150s or lower 160s at this point. So for me, obviously this is a little bit high, and it does kind of take a little bit of a toll on me. And like I said, a few weeks ago at this point, I had COVID, so it's still kind of affecting me in these races. I'm still pushing through it though. I'm still trying to do my thing and race out here, regardless of what's going on. So I'm trying to push through it as best I can here. And in the early on of this race, I feel like I'm doing okay. So I'm sitting there in the middle, and I'm using the draft. I'm not putting out terribly too many watts here. And then I've got that drafting boost just in case I need it at some point here. But you can see me there. I'm sniffling hard over there on the left, and yeah, I'm not struggling quite yet, but I know that my heart rate is sticking up there. And I can tell you, after I'm going back and looking at some of the stats here on my training peaks, my all-time heart rate record was set in this race for 60 minutes. So yeah, it takes a toll on you when you have that virus that's going around, and it can affect all the different organs and things in your body differently. So still getting over that as we speak. All right, I fast forward just a little bit. We're at 3.6 miles, and it looks like we're getting ready to go into one of the first hill climbs. I think it's very short and very kind of a small one at the beginning here, if I remember correctly. So let's see how I do on this one. I'm already pumping out a lot of watts, and heart rate's up there, 171. So let's see, can I keep up on the hill here? Out the saddle already. We're pumping up close to 600 watts there. Gotta hang on the back at this point. If I can just hang on here, keep drafting. And my heart rate's just going. I had to hit the draft, all right. Can I hang on the back here with the drafting boost going? It's kind of a tough hill for me. Too big of a guy to be going up hills like this. I feel like I'm right there though. I haven't completely fallen off the back yet here, but I know that I'm tired. I can see it. My heart rate's almost close to my max here. 178. We're getting up there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna catch them here. It looks like they're pulling away from me at this point. That's tough. I mean, I'm not sure. I think 8-9% maybe on that hill at some points, and it's short, but it's punchy enough or steep enough, you know, for big guys like me to get left behind on there. You know, I'm still trying to push out some watts here, but I just don't think it's going to be viable to be able to catch back up. Yep. So 4.5 miles into the race. So so that little climb there. So about a mile later, falling off the back, and I'm sitting in 63rd in the Zwift race. So what sucks about this Zwift Racing League racing series that I started is, you know, the first race was definitely not to my strength at all, and that one's on my channel. So if you check it out on my channel, you'll see what happened in that race. But then I happened to get COVID right after that, and then the very next week was a race that I should have been able to keep up in. It was a crit race that I've done before on the Glasgow crit course. Something that I haven't had trouble with in the past when I've done it. So should have been able to do that, but since, you know, COVID was the week before that, and then I hit that wall with my heart rate, it took me out, and I wasn't able to keep up in that race and fell out. So I've been pretty frustrated, to say the least, about my performance in these races so far. And it's not something to do with me, you know. It has to do with the COVID virus and all that stuff. So it's been, you know, kind of a rough struggle. I'd say that it's been pretty tough for me to, you know, come back to where I need to be. And here we go, hitting another hill, and I'm hoping that I can hang on the back of this guy here. Maybe I can ride with him for the rest of the race here. Still got a lot of race to go, about 18 miles or so, and yeah, it's tough to lose it that early and not be able to stay in there with my other teammates. But my other teammates are hanging in there, and they're doing a good job staying with the Peloton group there. All right, so I didn't quite catch the guy that was in front of me before, but another guy has come up, and we are riding together here. And let's see, I think we're coming back around to that small hill again. So just looking at the course on Zwift, it looks like we do kind of a loop and come right back around to the same hill twice in one lap. So yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, you know, for a big guy like me, it's kind of tough. It's not that much feet or whatever elevation for the entire race. I mean, but when you're racing and watts per kilogram wise, you can't compete with the smaller guys. It's kind of tough. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with here. But you know, this guy, you know, he has fallen off the back as well. So we're both kind of riding together. It doesn't look like he's going to, you know, leave me or anything like that. We're just trying to kind of stick together and hopefully finish this race. And so, you know, obviously he's pulling away a little bit from me at this point, but I think, yeah, it looks like, just by judging by the avatar, he's definitely much smaller than I am. All All right, so we got about 5K to go here, and yeah, we've been, this guy Walsh right here, we've been riding together for I don't know how many miles it's been, but basically the entire race since we caught up with each other. So I'm not trying to leave him or anything like that. I'm just trying to push the pace a little bit at this point. So I'm hoping that he's gonna kind of follow me here. I want to finish out strong. I think some people have dropped out of the race or something like that, because I'm looking over at the numbers on the right there, and at one point I was in 64th place or something like that, and I know that us together we haven't really passed anybody, so that just means I think that people have dropped out or signed off or whatever. So we kind of moved up in places, so I'm sitting in 60th at the moment out of 66 it looks like there. So yeah, so just kind of riding with this guy here and trying to finish out the race the best I can. Like, you can see my heart rate now has come down, so that means that I'm kind of taking it easy somewhat. I'm not not going full gas like I was at the beginning, and I'm just trying to kind of pace myself at this point and make sure that my heart rate's not going crazy at the end of this race here. So you could see, like, yeah, sitting in the 150, high 150 range like that. That's normally where my heart rate would be, around there or a little bit above at this point in a race if we were going full speed. Rarely I would say that it reaches over 170 unless we are just absolutely going hammering and putting the pedal to the metal there. So it doesn't get that high usually until maybe the very end of a race. Maybe these last, maybe the last mile and a half or something when things start to ramp up like that. Sometimes it will get up that way when we go up hills or something like that, but it'll quickly come right back. So yeah, this is kind of how I know, like, my heart rate's a little bit different at this point. But yeah, just trying to finish out. We got 2 miles left here, and don't want to bore you guys too much, because there wasn't much to this video. I mean, it was pretty much over after the 4 mile mark or something like that. So don't want to bore you too much, so I'll just fast forward a little bit here and go to the end. All right, so we're coming down to the wire here. This is close to the end, about half mile left. Now I'm thinking in my head, I kind of want to prove to myself that I can still go, like I can still push. I still have the leg power. I'm not too worried about my heart rate, obviously, at the very end of a race at this point. So I'm not like trying to showboat or anything like this at the end of the race. I'm really just trying to prove to myself that I can still push the pedals and put down some good wattage here. So I want to get a good sprint in and try to see what I've got here at the very end of a race. Even though I'm kind of tired, I've been going pretty hard for a while now. So here I go. I got the aero boost, and now I'm going to ramp up here and put it down. Let's see where I go here. It's hard for me to get a lot of watts on the indoor trainer for some reason, but I'm able to hold some good wattage here, and I'm able to get it up over 1200. Finish out the race there. Yeah, without the bike being able to move too much there, it's kind of hard for me to push the watts even more. Like, outdoors, obviously, I can push the watts more than that. But yeah, indoors, because the bike doesn't move, it's hard for me to do that. But anyway, so short video today, but hope you like it. And, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon if you want to know when I post videos. But I will see you on the next one. Peace.